the remnant. Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Walmart's retail apocalypse. Boy, it's coming home now, and you knew it would. Amazon eating their lunch, but also all of that cheap China garbage and all that. Let me tell you all about what's going on, really. It's a major shift in how people purchase and what goes on. But first, let's put a shout out right now for don'twastepower.com. Get this little product right here. It's unbelievable. Don'twastepower.com. In recent years, 34 million households reportedly have reported difficulty in paying their energy bills or keeping their house at an unsafe temperatures in an attempt to lower their cost. Power bills have been rising. There's no doubt about that, guys. Seriously, and all over the nation, and for many cities, they've increased almost 30% in the last decade. This is why I'm working on lowering my energy bills, and you can too, with this little device right here at don'twastepower.com. I'm able to help slash my energy bills, power bills, beat the greedy power companies. Why? Because your currency coming into your home, guys, it's not a flow. This little gadget, when you plug it into the wall, immediately takes the current of electricity current flow and make it smooth, thus lowering the cost. It's real simple. It's real easy to get. Go to don'twastepower.com. That's don'twastepower.com. And you'll be glad you did this. Hurry, get it now. And they also will knock off 66% off the price because you're a Paul Begley Prophecy watcher, and free express shipping plus some other bonuses with every order. This is crazy. Just go click on that link below in the video. Click on the link below and do it now. Don'twastepower.com. All right, now here's what's taking place in the Walmart saga, and it really is a saga, because this has been coming. It's been coming, and it's been coming. We knew it was coming, and it's amazing how this entire apocalyptic world, when you think about it, is hitting everything. Okay, it literally is hitting everything, but and a lot of it has to do with theft. Okay, people stealing stuff. I mean, it's really, 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 really bad. Okay, really, really bad. But Walmart is now in a serious problem because they're closing their stores like mad. They don't know what to do, really. They've hit the wall. Amazon come along, really, and done a lot of damage because what they did is they changed the way people shop, especially the pandemic. When the pandemic came, people didn't want to get out. They didn't want to go to the retail stores. They didn't want to go visit a retail outlet. So they changed the way they shop, and they went to online shopping. Now, the trend had already begun, but it really took off during the pandemic. And now people would rather do that. They don't want to get out and have to fight with the traffic and fight with the issues. They just soon not do it. And this has created a whole different market change. And these bricks and mortar stores are really struggling, and that includes the biggest retailer of them all here in America, Walmart. Walmart store closures are warning that a sign of retail apocalypse is in process. It has begun, okay? Matter of fact, here's what we're finding out. I knew this was coming. I've been telling Heidi about it the last 5 years. I said pretty soon there won't hardly be any more retail, especially people, the ease to shop online, and number two, the crime. If you're a big retailer, why do you want to go into some of these locations in our cities and even put up a Walmart and get so much theft and so much crime? Walmart operates 5,000 stores in the United States, and it also reportedly is laying off hundreds of corporate employees as the company is now urging their remote workers, you better start coming into work. No more remote work. Retail analyst Neil Saunders is reporting that Walmart's closures since 2016 have went up exponentially. The massive chain is cutting retail stores. The blunt truth is this, that while stores remain a vital part of the retail mix, they are not quite as relevant as they used to be. And Walmart's decision is part of a larger shift that will be played out across parts of the retail sector over the coming year and beyond. A major shift in closures. Saunders' prediction turned out to be largely true, as 9 Walmarts are already closing this year so far in 4 different states. The first 2 stores closed in California, one in San Diego and one in El Cajon. And we're grateful to the consumers who have given us the privilege of serving them all these years at the San Diego Walmarts, but they said it's over. We can't keep up. We look forward, and part of it is the rising cost of rent for these retailers to rent the space. The price is too high now. Why? Because inflation went up, and all the different prices went up, and including the price to rent the space. It doesn't make sense anymore. And then when you have less customers coming in because they're shopping online, then what? A third California store closed on March 29th in West Covina and over there. And then, so while the underlying business might be strong, the stores haven't performed well. In other words, more people are also shopping from Walmart online than used to be, way more. So Walmart is still getting sales online, but way less sales in the stores. And so then they start looking at the cost of these stores, and they realize we don't need 5,000 stores no more. We need to sell more online and have less stores. Keep the stores that are most profitable and most traffic. That's going to take process, because they a lot of these locations Walmart built themselves. They own the properties. But these are going to be white elephants. Who are they going to sell the properties to? Who are they going to rent a store that size to? Who else wants to get into the retail market? And remember the brown Walmarts before they went to blue Walmarts? Do you remember those? Those have all become, antique malls. And I mean, that's getting old, okay? What are you going to do? Build more antique malls? So there's been San Diego, California, El Cajon, California, Columbus, Ohio, West Covina, California, Towson, Maryland, Granite Bay, California, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Fremont, California, and Aurora, Colorado. Those stores have all closed this year so far, and many more are targeted for closure, not expansion. The Walmart retail apocalypse has begun, but it's not just Walmart. It's all across the sector. Shop and Shop, struggling. Family Dollar may even go into, they're up for sale again, because Dollar Tree, who bought Family Dollar, says, look, we're mistake. We shouldn't have bought this thing. We'll sell this off. And there's thousands of Family Dollar stores, and now that chain is back up for sale. Somebody may want to buy it and change the product mix, the price mix, whatever. I don't know. Walgreens closing stores because of theft. Too many burglaries. Too many people robbing it because they have so much drugs in there. Crime. And the fact that a lot of people are now just ordering their medications online. And so those Walgreens locations are starting to close, okay? And then your specialty stores. Bed Bath & Beyond bit the dust, especially after they trashed Mike Lindell of My Pillow Guy. Target closing stores all across the country, maybe because they can't get the bathroom right. And then you had, but really, besides the social issues, you're seeing these stores, more and more and more of them, seemingly retail specialty stores, really suffering. You got to be real niche now, and you got to be in a real niche location. Okay. Now, Home Depot and Lowe's seem to still be holding their own, because people who go in and get their products are, do-it-yourself workers on their homes. They're doing their lawn care. They're building stuff in the garage. They're doing all kinds of repairs. They're buying pavers, and they're buying, potting soil, and they're buying grills for the backyard, and they're buying tools. They can order a lot of that. They don't have to go to Home Depot anymore. But this still seems that hands-on mentality. Those stores seem to be doing better. But your big retailers, Macy's and uh, um, the Fifth Avenue stores and some of the big Kohl's and these guys, they're all suffering bad. We know what happened to J.C. Penney. We know what happened to Sears. We can see what's happening now. Kmart's died. Walmart's are slowly transitioning as quickly as they can because they know they got to. Amazon is the guy who's picking up. Jeff Bezos is picking up massive growth because of more and more online ordering. He's building more and more distribution centers all across America. What we call them fulfillment centers. Amazon able to ship directly to the consumers. They're even taking they've taken a big piece of the retail market away from Walmart and all the big box chains, but they've also taken a big chunk out of UPS. I mean, Amazon now, doesn't have to always use UPS to deliver your package. They deliver it on their own. They're building a distribution network second to none, and it puts Jeff Bezos really in the driver's seat, no pun intended, but selling the product and delivering the product. He's doing both. Where Walmart is selling the product on retail and online, they're using UPS primarily to ship it. Okay? UPS is a shipper. They'll ship anybody's stuff, but now the bulk of the buying is headed toward Amazon. So this is how things shift in business and why people have to keep adapting. But it's taking place right now. So Walmart, and you think of Sam Walton, his Made in America. I remember this when he first started, and his chain started to move, and I was in my teens, and it was all about Made in America, and they had the red, white, and blue flag, and he was so big about that. He also loved his customers. He loved his employees. He wanted to build a company that was truly all about America. But since his business went public after his death, and the kids all sold off all their, made their $20 billion apiece and went away, and the new CEOs have come in, they shifted the buying away from Make America First to Make China First. And 85% of their products they buy from China or from India or from Indonesia or from Vietnam or for some other different faraway nations, majority China. Very little they buy from America. They lost that. They had to remove that, from their tagline. And so, little by little, inch by inch, things have changed. I really think that you have to keep your core integrity in anything you do, in everything you do. You have to keep your core integrity. You do have to adapt as things change, as technology advances. It causes change. But one man's loss is another man's gain, because here's what you see. All right, there's not as many people working in retail, but guess what? There's a lot more people working in distribution centers, picking the orders that get shipped from the warehouses. Way more people are now working in Amazon fulfillment centers or Walmart fulfillment centers or other fulfillment centers. Way more people work in those now than what worked in retail. So it's a change. It's a change. Way more people drive cars than they ride trains. But at one time, train travel was the way to go. So again, you have to adapt in this changing world. Same thing in your faith. You keep your faith in Jesus Christ. No doubt about that. And there'll be all kinds of distractions and diversions and all kinds of different things to corrupt or to mess with your mind, temptations, all kinds of things. You've got to be consistent with your faith in Jesus Christ. But your approach, you may have to be willing to use new technologies. Churches are finding that out. I was the first online pastor, really, the first one on YouTube. Now there's thousands, okay? And the pandemic did a lot to do with that. I remember when I first went online and people were watching, people getting saved. I got a ton of hate mail, and some of them were from very, very strong rebukes from pastors that said, you can't get people saved online. You can't be given an altar call. You can't be, this isn't how the gospel's preached. But, I already had been on radio for years, and so I already knew better than that. And I already heard God's voice and telling me what to do. And I went with the voice of the Lord over the voice of man. Almost 15 years later, I don't get those emails no more. I get phone calls and emails from pastors saying, "Can you help me set up my live stream account? I need to know what I need to do," of which I gracefully, without any hesitation, am willing to help any, because it's not about who you are; it's about who He is. It's about Jesus Christ. It's about winning the lost to Christ. It's about salvation in the Lord. Let's use every possible tool we can to get the gospel out. So everything we can within our own and within our capability, let's reach the lost and bring them to Jesus Christ before it's too late. Retail, Walmart, and maybe the apocalypse. Walmart, you might want to put Bibles back in your stores. Just saying. I see geese flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. Oh, we love Tulsa, Oklahoma also. Thank you. Thank you, Susie. Love you guys. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Yes, we love Oklahoma also. Thank you.
I walked the lonely streets of Paris.
I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
And a shotgun blast echoed across the page,
falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
Give your life to Jesus Christ, folks. We are really living in these end times. Well, if I think some folks would understand that, if you be faithful to God, God is faithful to us. We are entering the Feast of Pentecost, and it's an amazing blessing. It's a beautiful blessing. You bring your beautiful offering to the Lord, He delivers the beautiful blessing unto you. So that is right now. You can go to our website at paulbegleyprophecy.com and give your Pentecost offering. Leave your 7 prayer requests that you want us to pray about, or you can send your offering over the mail. You can just mail it to us. You can go to our website. Our address is there, and it's real easy. You can include with that check or money order. You can include also your 7 prayer requests that I will take with me to Israel with me. Or, folks, you can just pick up the phone and call the main office, 765-414-2230. That's 765-414-2230. You can give your Pentecost offering over the phone and leave your 7 things you want us to pray about for Pentecost offering. I'll be back, guys, with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We are truly living in the last days. Are you saved?